Hey everybody, it's Christmas weekend. Nothing says Christmas like a good old-fashioned blizzard. Let's take a look out the window. Let's take a look out the other window. Well, let's leave it up to Rigbone. What do you want to do? You want to go out there mining? It's only -8 degrees, 50-mile-an-hour winds. You want to stay in the shop? Okay, let's set up some awesome equipment because I have some awesome paydirt to check out. Now, me and Rigby usually aren't too afraid of the cold weather, snow, etc. But with 50-mile-an-hour winds, all the roads around here are basically shut down. And we just can't get there, at least not to our good spots. But we really have some fantastic paydirts to go through today and some really cool new equipment that I can't wait to try out. Wait till you see what I got sitting on this table behind me. Now we've got a number of items here that I'm pretty excited to get through today, and we'll start off with this here. Now, Infinity Prospecting, I use a lot of their equipment. It's absolutely fantastic. I swear by that stuff. And they kind of sponsor me a little bit and send me sluices, etc. And this time they sent me, first of all, some of these really cool little metal spoons everybody just seems to love, including myself. And they sent me a couple of bags of paydirt. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to do them both today, but I do have two of them. And I really enjoy panning their stuff because it resembles the gold that we get around here, and it's just plain old fun. Now, I purchased this bag from Miss Kimmo Sons Paydirt, and it was a gram bag, and you had the option to add more gold to it. So I went ahead and I added 5 grams to it, just for funsies. Now, I know where he gets this gold up in Alaska. My buddy Tony Owens, he has a big gold mine up on Glacier Creek Mining Company, and that's going to be fun as well. This one here, I'm particularly intrigued about. I got this from one of my neighbors. I actually used to work with them quite a while back. This is beach concentrates from Lake Michigan, not Lake Superior, Lake Michigan. And I took a spoonful out of there, and I did find some gold, and that was just like a half a teaspoon or so full. And where's my magnet? Let me grab my magnet. Right over here. There's my magnet. That's right. And this stuff is incredibly magnetic. Look at that. That's a lot. So, I'm going to run this one first. I already have my Mining Magnets black sand separator tool all set up and ready to go. You put the sand in there, and it runs over a little winding magnet right here. There's a little motor in there, and it spins. Magnetics come out here. Non-magnetics go out there with the gold. So let's get this stuff set up and have some fun. Isn't that right, Big Rig? Now, to make this thing work effectively, you want to run it as slow as possible. And that's possible by using a smaller funnel. It comes with a number of different size funnels for different size materials, but this beach sand is pretty darn small, and we want it to run over that magnet as slow as possible, so we don't have to run it again and again and again just to try to get the magnetics out. So let's turn this baby on. We'll drop in our smaller funnel, little teeny weeny little guy. That'll slow this sand down. Now, it's important to have this stuff absolutely 100% dried out, or it will not go through that funnel. And it's going down and around and inside of there. Magnetics come out here. Non-magnetics come out here. That one's done already. We'll feed them in there until it's all gone. Hasta la vista. All right, now we've got all that material processed. That didn't take too long at all, and it was fun. Here are our magnetics. Here are our non-magnetics. This is where your gold's going to be right here. This is all stuff that I don't have to pan through or run through my cleanup sluice to get to the gold. That thing is a fantastic time saver for sure, and like I said, it's fun. So we'll put the non-magnetics off to the side, grab our magnetics, turn on our speed controller. There we go. And we'll throw some on there. Oh, actually, I better get this stuff wet. You never want to put dry material over your cleanup. There we go. Now we'll throw some on there. Now the reason I'm so excited about this stuff from Lake Michigan is my good spots on Lake Superior are 4.5 hours away. Lake Michigan is 1/2 of an hour away. So if there's decent gold in this stuff here, Papa's got a brand new bag. So let's feed this stuff through there, see what's in it. Alright, that stuff's all run through there, and I do see a few specks of gold in there. It's by no means cleanup that we typically get out of Lake Superior, but there is some gold in there. So we're going to dump this into a pail. Hopefully gravity plays along this time. Yep, here it comes. Maybe I'll turn that on just a hair. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Nice and clean. Turn that off. We'll see what's in it. The wizard team. That's right. We got it all panned out. By golly, there is some gold in there. My camera doesn't seem to want to focus right now. But there's some really super fine. All those little white specks right down in there. That is all gold. 100% gold. It's extremely tiny. I mean, I can't describe a size for how big that gold might be. And I do believe we found one slightly larger piece. I don't think my system was contaminated, so I mean, that spot has potential. There is gold there. Interesting. Interesting to say the least. All right, moving on. We're going to play with some Miss Kimmo's Son's Paydirt. Now, I'm not sure, I don't even remember exactly what the heck I paid for that. And quite frankly, I'm not a gold Paydirt review channel. I just saw that there was 1 gram in this bag already, and I went ahead and added 5 grams to it just for fun. Now, I have that material dumped out in a pan here already, and it's full of all kinds of kibble-looking stuff and shiny this and shiny that. But what we want is a darn gold. And it's in here somewhere. And we're going to run it. How are we going to do that? With my new car. Well, not really. It's a new sluice designed from Mining Magnets. Coulter Young made this bad boy. It's a new edition of the Pioneer sluice. Now, here's the old one right here. And that worked just fine. The only flaw that I found with that thing there was there's a speed controller built right inside of there. Here's the switch right here, and it did not accept larger batteries. It would shut right down. This one, however, has a different speed controller built into there, and you can put large batteries in that. I just have a small battery on there just because I had it in my hand. And this model right here comes with a different style of a leveler on there. You just get that little bubble right in the center of that, and that baby is set to pitch for these type of mats right here. Now this unit here does accept both of these style of mats, the one with the flare end on the top or without. So, you know, I might as well use the one with the flare end, and that thing just slides right in there. It's probably going to take me 2 hands or not to get that baby in there, and I'll get this thing set up to where that's not going to tip over. We're going to run that Paydirt through that bad boy. Got it. I had that back leg there a little bit too long, but it was a piece of cake. Once you get that little teeny weeny bubble right in the center, there you can see as you move it, then it's perfectly level. Let's see here, let me get that out of there. And it's got the right pitch according to that mat, according to how he figures that mat's supposed to run, and it's perfectly leveled left and right. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get this stuff. I'll probably classify this stuff first, get some of this really large stuff out of there, and then we'll run it over our system over here. Oh, we are having fun now. All right, now for this stuff here, I ordered so much gold, I'm assuming that he put some larger pieces of gold in there. We hope. Now I've got a number of different classifiers. A while back, a guy named from Jim's Junk sent me a whole monster pile of stuff, including some really nice classifiers. And I did not have any of this size. I believe that's 1/4 inch. I think he has that writ on there somewhere, or maybe not. But that's the size we want. A lot of this stuff here, we don't want to run through our system, and it will not go through that classifier. So we'll go ahead and grab a bunch of this stuff here. And anything that goes through there, I think we're pretty safe to say we could run over that system we got set up over there. Piece of cake. Look at how shiny that stuff is. Really shiny looking. Let me get that up into here. Blah. See what I mean? It almost looks like pyrite or something, but it's not. It's just, well, plain old shiny. While we're doing that, we're going to have a beef stick brought to you by Bobo Links, Blue Nest Beef Company. 100% grass-fed. These babies are delicious. All right, we've got all that stuff classified down here. We're going to begin feeding that on there. I'll throw a few on there right quick. And once I start seeing a lot of gold in there, I mean, we should see a lot of gold. There's supposed to be 6 grams in that bag. That's exciting. I'll bring you guys in here and we'll take a look at this mat here together. And I see a good amount of gold in there right now, so I'm going to grab the camera, wing this over here. We're all going to take a look at it together. All right, now I turned the water off briefly because you just can't see anything while that water's running. But I only put a few scoops in there. Let me drop that into 3, and you can see all kinds of gold. For sure. Just look at all that stuff. So far, so good. Let me put that back into 1 because I'm getting dizzy. I don't see a whole lot down in this here area yet. And there are a number of pieces in that mid-range right there. So let's run her through there. And then we'll do our tailings and see what we're missing, if anything. And the tub is empty. And we'll do a quick mat inspection. And we do see plenty of gold up top in that those first set of small, I don't know, dream mats, dream vortices. And coming on down, I'll back away. Right here, it turns into the medium-sized dream vortices, and then right here, it turns into the large size. And I do see some gold in that medium one. I thought I saw a pretty large piece right there, down where it just turns into the medium size. And a couple of pieces down in this larger one, down towards the end here a little bit. Pretty small little pieces. So I'm going to get this stuff into a pan and see what's in it for total gold. And we're probably left with, I would say, a big tablespoon and a half. And I'll kind of do this quickly. And you can see there is a good amount of gold up at the top. I just did a short on this gold right here. I wanted to put out a little something for last weekend. I didn't get out. So I just emptied this bag out and did it really quickly and showed the gold. But today we're going to do it right, which is what we're doing right now. Look at that. There's some pretty good sized pieces in there for sure. And there's also some dirt in there. So let me get this stuff cleaned up. All right. Heck yeah, look at that piece right there. That's dandy. Clunk. Let's get this stuff cleaned up. Take a look at it in some clean water. All right, here's all that beautiful gold that I had in my pan right here in this here frying pan. Now I got it set in front of the furnace. I'm going to dry all this stuff out and give it away. Oh, wait. And there are a number of nice looking pieces in there. Clunk all day long. We'll weigh that up once that stuff dries out. But for science sake, and just because it's plain old fun, we're going to run all those tailings over my VDR cleanup sluice. That's right. I mean, we got a little bit of time while that stuff's drying out, right? But first, a word from the Fridge of Wonder. That's right. Look at all those awesome stickers on there. Cobbles. Oh, she blinded me with science. She blinded me with science. Many hours later. That's the gold from all the tailings, which isn't too darn bad. Now, mind you, I had all that beach sand in there as well as the tailings from that bag. And there are a number of pieces in there, and they're not tiny pieces either. I can feel almost all of those pieces, but the amount of pieces that we did capture with that other system is quite a bit. So I would say it's a success, but we did lose a little bit. Let's see how much it weighs. All right, here's all that beautiful gold right here. Just look at all this stuff. There's some really nice looking pieces in there too. Now I have my scale on and zeroed out. Let's see what all we got in here. Ooh, that's a nice pile of gold right there for sure. And we'll do a little dumping. Oh, yeah. I just love that sound. Let's see if we can get to 6 grams. That's what was guaranteed in that bag. Where are we at there? 3.29. 4.33. 5.39. 5.62. 5.95. There we go. 6 right on the nuts. 6 grams right there. And there's a nice pile of gold left in this pan yet right here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a Christmas giveaway. And here's how we're going to do it. You already saw 6 full grams exactly right on the head. Get weighed. Here's what's left right here. First guy or gal to tell me exactly how much that all weighs together to the 100th of a gram is going to win 1 bag of this Infinity Prospecting Golden Paydirt right here. That stuff is absolutely fantastic. The other one's going to our patrons along with that mining magnet sluice we just used a little while back. Our patrons deserve all kinds of goodies and they get them. So here's a little look at that gold. Let the games begin. Well, we didn't get out in the field again. Something always happens. Darn blizzard. But we will get back out in the creek somewhere sometime. But we still had a lot of fun in the shop today. We saw all kinds of gold, tried out some new equipment. Fun, fun, fun. So let the games begin. First guy or gal who gets to the 100th of a gram what all that gold weighs is going to win one of those awesome bags from Infinity Prospecting. And don't forget to check out Miss Kimmo's son's Paydirt as well. That bag was well worth the money. So until the next episode, like, share, subscribe. Please do leave a comment, especially today. Definitely check out our Patreon page in the description box below. Flourgoldwizards, out.